Let's start streaming. Oh no, a needle. Well, that ain't good.
Guess the drug was too strong.
Ah,
Wake him
jeez.
up.
Don't do that. Alright, we gotta tweet it out.
No dozing off. You still don't get it, do you? Give it up!
That's enough of that.
Cooperate. What? You want another shot? Huh? What about the camera?
Some sort of police brutality.
Thinking it can be used as video evidence? So you're not that dumb.
No, you
Which
should
is
see my
good.
knowledge level.
'Cause we
Maxed
can
out,
take as
boy.
much time as we need.
Look at this
Obstruction of
frickin'
justice,
dork.
Blackmail, defamation, possession of weapons. Manslaughter too, yeah?
Only
Talk about
manslaughter?
the works.
Not murder?
To think that all those crimes were led by a punk like this. And you seem to be enjoying every second of it.
No, it was. Oh, you made him cry. It wasn't fun
You should
at all.
know your place.
Is my place on the floor? If he's that dangerous, why would you uncuff him?
Sign here. It's a confession under your name.
It's a nice pen.
Don't expect to walk out of here in one piece.
How many
We're
pieces
going
am I
to,
leaving
you
in?
Understand? One must take full responsibility for their actions.
Let me tell you who else did this. I got names. Can I keep this pen? It's very nice. There she is.
Excuse me, but this area is off.
Look at this cool fucking
I'm
guy.
Nijima from the public prosecutor's office.
I wear sunglasses
Prosecutor's
indoors.
office. What business do you have here?
Just let me through. It's urgent. There's something I need to confirm with the suspect.
Nijima-san, I believe this case is no longer in your jurisdiction. Besides,
She's the fucking
You
prosecutor.
sign, Nijima? There's a call from your
I
director.
believe she should
Hurry,
have,
get it over with.
you know,
To be frank,
jurisdiction over
you're being an inconvenience.
everywhere.
I thought I ordered you to stand by.
I'm responsible for this case, yet I'm not even being allowed an interrogation?
I'm calling because I knew you'd bring it up.
I will not be convinced unless I confirm it for myself. This is
Yeah,
my
we
case.
heard this. This was in episode
Good luck to
1.
you then. I won't be expecting much, though.
All I heard was
Prosecutor,
blah, blah, blah,
I
I'm a
forgot to
dirty
mention
tramp.
Something important. Your time will be cut short. We can't permit you to talk with him for long. It's for your own sake. His methods are unknown. After all, we don't even know if it's safe to simply meet and speak with him.
Well, it was safe to get in there and whoop his ass. Should be alright to have a chat. Ah, jeez. I'm in
Well
double
done on
jail
making it
now.
this far, inmate. Now that you have traversed your long, perilous recollection, you truly have entered the present.
And we've completed the
The effects
Tarantino.
of that drug are gonna wear off soon. This is your golden opportunity. You must grasp the truth that will save you from the brink of ruin.
Okay, Persona 4, we
The
will
evil
find the
influence
truth.
Who wishes you dead is fast approaching. If you want to win this unreasonable game, if you wish to take back your stolen future, recall the bonds you formed with your allies.
Don't say it at
and
the same
grasp
time,
the
it's
truth
creepy.
That will save you from the brink of ruin.
Igor, your thoughts? None. Okay. Well, a lot of fucking help you are. Instead, you leave me with the twins from The
I
Shining.
see. So that's what led to your ending up here.
Correct.
What a disappointing end to the hero of justice. I still can't believe it. But I now have a general idea of the methods you used for your crimes. There's much more I'd like to ask, but my allotted time is nearly up.
Oh.
I do have a suggestion, though. Care to strike a deal? If you cooperate with me, I'll consider lightening your sentence. I have a responsibility to solve this case. I will win, even if it means brokering a deal with you. Your operation was leaked and you failed to change my heart. There's no point in being obstinate now.
Did we fail? Did we?
You've corrupted the order
Sigh.
of this country and caused an uprising against its very existence. You'll most likely be given life imprisonment or the death penalty. Unless you accept my proposal.
God, you're gonna
Going
kill a
forward, I will read
teenager?
a list of people who are closest to you and this case. Tell me honestly whether or not the following are involved with the Phantom Thieves. First, the friend who you've been with since the day you transferred to Shujin.
He's not my
Ryuichi
friend.
Sakaki.
Friend's a strong word.
One of the victims of the Kamoshida case. An Takamaki.
Who?
Ichiryusai Madarame's pupil. Yusuke Kitagawa.
Maybe.
The daughter of Wakaba Ishiki.
I
Futaba
don't.
Sakura.
I don't know this person.
The heiress to the Okumura
Think you're
Foods
thinking of
legacy and
Sojiro.
daughter of its CEO.
Her name is the
Haru
Beauty
Okumura.
Thief.
And the frequently probing student council president of Shujin Academy.
Yeah, there was some
Makoto
frequent
Nijima.
probing going on there.
Those are your accomplices in the Phantom Thieves case, are they not?
Never heard of them.
So you won't sell out your friends. Then let me change the question.
In your
I find
time
it hard
up.
to believe that high schoolers could have pulled off these crimes by themselves. Were there not others outside of your direct group who encouraged your crimes or lent their
Yeah,
aid?
his name's Mishima.
Not to repeat myself, but remember that your life will
He
be
also
forfeit,
had
your
us call a
sentence is not
maid
lightened.
service,
You had
which
the
turned out to be my
cooperation of people
teacher.
outside your group, did you not? Can you tell me about them? I see. So you won't speak a word about either your teammates or your collaborators.
There were none. I did it all
Do
by
you even
myself.
understand the position that you're in?
No.
Let's discuss one
Those
other
guys beat
person,
me up pretty bad.
Goro Akechi.
Yeah, that's the
There are
dick.
reports that he was acting alongside the Phantom Thieves as well. Might he be a part of your team too?
Nope.
So Goro Akechi wasn't one of you. Very well.
He was still ranked higher than Ryuji, though. I mean, who?
So be it. You clearly have no intention of bargaining with me.
I don't know anything.
Even now, you're still acting as though you're a hero of justice. Your teammates have sacrificed you in order to escape, yet you wish to defend their honor? Why won't you talk about them? Don't be ridiculous. You're not the one to decide such things.
Yes, I am. I have god powers.
Justice? Then tell me,
But
what is this
Akechi has
justice
the
you speak of?
Justice Arcana.
Sticking to the right path? That's no different from us.
You're being a real
Continue to
see you
stand
next
firm.
Tuesday.
Are you implying that we have no evidence on you? You're right. We have nothing. And it doesn't help that your story sounds like a fairy tale. But many people have fallen victim to this. We need to learn the truth.
You can't handle the truth.
The truth, huh? I don't even know what's right anymore. And it's all due to your strange story.
What about the true culprit?
After all this, you're still...
Yes! Weren't you listening, you dumbhead?
Are you listening? The side effects of the truth serum should be wearing off. I won't be deceived by such a poor act.
Realized it too then. It was our conversation about pancakes, right?
Yep, pancakes are the key.
No way he could have reacted like that if he hadn't heard me.
Hey. Can you hear me? It seems your mind is clearing up. But unfortunately, my time has run out. Although I find your story to be quite interesting, I won't be able to speak with you any longer.
Don't you want to win?
Huh? What are you getting at? That's right. No matter the results of this case, I won't be receiving credit. I even had to call in a large favor just to conduct this interrogation.
So, how did that thing we asked you to look into go?
Ooh, we're going through recollections. There probably won't be any fights in this episode.
Good. It looks like we can
Maybe.
make this work if we lure them there.
Hey, are you listening? Our time's up. We're done talking here.
You
Goodbye.
said that like 4 times now.
Land? Why are you saying such odd things?
Because I'm
Anyhow.
on drugs.
There's one last thing I want to ask you.
I thought your time was
Something
up. You
that's
said it
been
like
bothering
5
me for
fucking
some time
times.
now. Recently, I was removed from my post as head of this investigation and was told to remain on standby. A short while later, I received word you were caught in the act, within some bizarre phenomenon. But that was all I was told. You were told someone sold you out, correct? If that's true, who could it have been? Don't you have any idea?
It was Makoto.
My suspicions were true in the end. Still, to think his true intention was to sell us out. All that's left is
Was
to
it
figure out a way to
Ryuji?
hand it over. It's all up to you, leader.
Okie doke.
Okay then. Giving him the phone without arousing suspicion will be easier said than done. We'll be counting on you to pull this one off.
You got
What's
it,
wrong?
boss.
Might you have an idea as to who sold you out? You're not joking, are you?
Well, they do call me
If you
Joker.
know something, you must tell me. I won't allow things to end.
I
like
thought your
this.
time was up.
You mean this? I've
Look
been
at that
told the
whack-ass
login is quite
case.
complicated, but it's only a matter of time until it's cracked. What's so important about this smartphone? Are you going to unlock it and show me the data?
Let's let her sleep. She hasn't slept for days while she's been getting that app ready. Now we gotta figure out a way to show him the phone. That's right. I'm sure Makoto and the others told you about it.
I'm sure they did.
We need to show it to the true culprit. You know, the traitor.
Yeah, we'll show it to Ryuji. It's fine.
Hey,
I mean, we spent
what
the
are
whole
you
time
trying to
shitting
get
on
at
him.
here? And what about this smartphone? The true culprit?
We could say he stole the guard's gun and committed suicide during his imprisonment. How about that? Public security questioning will occur on the first day. And with that realm, my task will be simple. And thus, the dangerous criminal responsible for the mass mental shutdowns shall end his own life.
Please. I need you to be clear with me. Who am I supposed to show this to? Not a teammate? My God. You're referring to him, aren't you?
Yes, show it to Ryuji. You need to trust me, Sai.
What are you plotting? I can't even begin to
I'm
fathom
about to be
it.
your brother-in-law now.
But it appears my time is up. This is as far as our conversation can go. This will be my last involvement with this case.
Or husband, if you're interested. Just
Very
saying.
I've listened to your whole story, so I may as well play along to the end. And that honest look in your eyes. I used to view the world the same way too once.
Yeah, we know. Makoto told
I'll
us.
place my bet
Said that
with
you were
you.
kind of a
I
psycho
just
now.
need to show him the phone, right?
Sai gets me.
I am thou, thou art I. Thou hast thy bond shall become. Thou hast
We did it.
awakened to the ultimate
All right. All right.
Hey, we confused Satan.
I'll be going now.
Okay.
What good will this do, though?
Don't you worry about it.
Akechi-kun? Why are you here?
Why do you seem so surprised?
I needed my director to step in to get access, and I was directly responsible for this case. How did you get approval?
For the same reason
Because
I am heading up the investigation team after all. It's only natural I'd have the right to interrogate our culprit as well, don't you think?
no. Because you look like that I See Dead People kid.
That was a joke, of course. I'm merely here to assist with the public security interrogation. I am surprised it's this far underground, though. There aren't any others incarcerated here, yes? Nobody would ever know if things got a little violent.
If I remember correctly, didn't you say there was another culprit besides the Phantom Thieves?
That was but a lie I spread to set them up. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot that I had deceived you too, Sai-san. After all, if you wish to trick your enemies, you must first trick your allies.
So it was you. You're the one who sold out the Phantom Thieves.
I need you to be clear with me.
Yeah, it was him. We already figured this out. You should have just held the phone up in his face and he would have been like, what am I looking at?
You're referring to him, aren't you?
Is there a problem?
Akechi-kun, does this phone look familiar to you?
Excuse me? What is this phone?
It belonged to the leader of the Phantom Thieves. I believe you'll need it for your investigation.
Not personally. I was acting alongside the Phantom Thieves myself, remember?
True. This is undoubtedly a great accomplishment. Good luck in there.
Yep. Oh, look at that evil smile. Hey, don't call her names.
May I ask that you accompany me? Going in unarmed to interrogate a murderer makes me uncomfortable.
Then maybe you're in the wrong line of work, dickhead.
Huh? What are you?
I owe you for all of this. Thanks. That's right. You and your little friends were vital to our plan, and now it will be completed. Your popularity truly was quite stunning. That just made using you all the more worthwhile.
Wow, you just straight up capped that guy.
Have you finally pieced it all together?
Yeah, a while ago.
Case closed. This is how your justice ends.
That was rude. And violent. Alright, now leave. Uh-oh, his Jedi senses are tingling. You shot him in the fucking head. He ain't moving. Oh, you're just gonna saunter away now, huh?
Shido-san, my job is complete.
I've told you not to call me by name. Regardless, all that's left is to deal with the remnants.
The continued deaths of these teenagers would be a bit much, don't you think? I considered making it appear they had a falling out, but that would only amplify public frenzy. It would be best to have each of them meet with an unfortunate accident once the storm blows over.
Hey,
Is there any possibility they'll want to avenge?
that should
their
only
ruin?
happen to Ryuji.
No chance. They're nothing but cattle anyway. They have no backbone without his guidance.
Wow, that's
I
quite
will
an
keep
evil
my
look
eye
you
on
got
them
there,
just in
Ketchy.
case, though.
I'll be counting on you.
They will live their lives cowering in fear of death. An apt punishment for obstructing our work.
Make sure to kill that strange cat once you find it as well.
Understood. Though I doubt there's anything to worry about. It's merely a cat, after all.
More
Yeah,
importantly,
merely a cat.
they should be dealing with the suicide right about now. Things will become quite busy once the word gets out. I'll need to prepare my comments on
And that's the one he'll get caught on, is killing the cat.
To deal with it on my end as well.
Then they'll cancel Akechi as the cat killer.
What of the director of the Special Investigations Unit?
Perhaps he'll be struck by a mysterious illness sometime soon.
Well, I think it is. Well, that's gross.
Me. God damn it. Shit.
What was all that about, showing him this phone? The Phantom Thief Alibaba? Who is this?
I am Alibaba, a member of the Phantom Thieves. I inquire as to your justice. Sai Nijima.
How do they know I have this?
Because we planned it.
Oro Akechi is evil. He didn't come to interrogate the captured Phantom Thief. He came to kill him.
We could say he stole the guard's gun and committed suicide during his imprisonment. How about that? Yes, the guard
Cool,
will
random
reward
noises.
ours. We'll have to eliminate him after to destroy the evidence, though.
Don't trust the guard either. He's an accomplice as well. Now then, I'll tell you detailed steps to take. You must save him.
You want me to save him?
Yeah. Get back there. She's like, oh, no, do.
What is it?
Nothing. Anyway, what brings you here? I thought you were done with your business.
Did anyone else stop by? Nobody?
There'd be no reason for anyone else to come down here.
What a dummy.
The guard will be one of ours. We'll have to eliminate him after to destroy the evidence, though.
So it's all true.
Of course it's true. Is something the matter?
It's Akechi-kun. He had to take a sudden call, so he won't be able to make it down today.
Huh?
I've been asked to handle things instead.
You? But...
Yeah, why not her?
If you stay
You seen
here,
the
we'll
icy
likely
stare
get
in her
rid of
eye?
you to
She'll
eliminate
fucking
any
shoot
evidence.
someone.
I suggest you go into hiding at once if you value your life.
Yes, ma'am.
And don't say a word of what transpired here. Trust nobody. Forget this ever happened.
And now we return to our continued report. This morning, the police have announced that they've detained a suspect who may in fact be the leader of the Phantom Thieves group.
They got him.
Suspect is reported to be a young
Anchon,
man who's
can I get you to look over here?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Where's Mika?
So he got caught. That group sure was something.
Yeah.
So the next shoot got me thinking. How about we have you do an idol thing, you know? That cool?
I don't think you need $126 shoes, Ryuji.
You stopped visiting so abruptly, everyone was worried about you. It's your second year, right? Are you still doing track and field? I'd love to see you run again.
Also, the young man continues to remain silent, refusing to implicate any potential accomplices. However, considering...
Wow, you painted a bird or something. Good job, Yusuke.
You seemed stumped for once. Not feeling it today?
Yes.
Oh, I'm not chiding you. Just do as normal at your own pace. With your skills, there's no need to worry about your future.
He doesn't have skills.
Normal, right?
He's just a high school student. How do you think he was contacting the others?
The police here can search any online communications. His accomplices may slip up eventually.
Still, it seems the Phantom Thieves' most recent targets have gone comatose. Actual harm has been done here.
Given the lack of physical violence, their method is still a mystery.
Kinda mean. Ah, I just noticed that Easter egg. Risei's gonna be mad.
You never turned it in? That's quite the surprise. I thought I lost it this whole time.
I'm sorry.
Well, your grades are excellent. And you're student council president. I'm sure you'll be admitted anywhere you apply. That one Phantom Thief should have followed your example. You hear?
Yeah, we should have followed her example, and we did.
Some high schooler. I wonder why you turned to a life of crime.
Oh, you know, bored. And the teacher was a diddler.
We also received information that the young man was placed on probation for assault.
Because of his previous record,
Hey, she got TV in her car.
perhaps his motive lies there.
I believe your father can rest in peace now. That Phantom Thief could never have changed anything. Only a handful of people are qualified to alter the world. So you've been coming home late. That's what I've heard. I make a good playmate, you know.
We have breaking
Haru
news.
beat his
The young man
ass.
being held in custody has committed suicide. The police have confirmed his death, although details have not been released. To repeat, the suspect has committed suicide while in
Custody. This station will continue to report any further updates as they arrive.
It may be difficult to uncover his methods now. Perhaps that's why he decided to take this course of action.
Oh, well, you know.
It can't be.
Do you not remember the plan, Makoto? See, that dummy remembered. Ryuji, you ranked up. Good job. You're no longer ranked last in the world. We're gonna rank you 35th.
It would seem as though you have been killed. But why were you killed? Why did you have to die?
Did I die?
Remember, it seems you forgot an important fact while your consciousness was hazy.
I didn't forget
Indeed,
shit.
Your death was a necessity for your escape from certain doom.
Hey, you sound kind of menacing. What's that all about?
How might you be capable of executing such a feat? Well then, let us rouse the memories.
Please don't
which
rouse
are
me,
missing.
Igor. Especially with the kids here. Bye, bitch.
Hey, they're going.
What?
You realized it too then.
Yeah, I'm a genius.
It was our conversation about pancakes, right? There's no way he could have reacted like that if he hadn't heard me. Probably. It was your social studies trip. We met him in the hallway of that TV station.
True.
There's no way that this is the first time he's heard my voice. This whole deal feels sketchy.
He's suspicious, Morgana.
It's impossible not to think that of him. Okay, let's get everyone on the same page right away.
Okay, number 7.
There's something else we want you to look into.
You son of a bitch, we're in.
One more person has been on our mind. If it's possible, I want to eavesdrop on their phone conversation. That'll be tough.
You can do it, Futaba.
I agree.
That's why you ranked 5th.
I'd have to plant a bug directly on the phone.
So it's impossible even for you. I didn't say it was impossible. Okay, I've got a plan.
You all gonna let me in on this?
Perfect. Don't worry, I'll tell you the details later.
I'm the boss.
This is gonna be fun.
Oh, Futaba's having fun. You know what, Morgana? You seem to do a lot more than Yusuke this round, so I'm gonna put you over him. You're ranked 6
we're
now.
going to use this place.
It'll be a gamble.
I think it's gonna work. You can't tell a thing.
It seems you finally remember. This
I
game
knew what was
is
happening
not
the
over
whole
yet.
time,
There are
Igor.
still things that must be done.
I'm gonna saunter away, yada yada yada. Good thing he didn't do that while he was still here. Haha! Now who has the evil smile? Well, yes we would. Yes way. Well. Oh, you will know my motivations. Quite soon.
Hey, are you alright? Don't fall asleep until we reach our destination. Are you listening?
Uh-oh. We're on drugs.
Are you listening?
No.
You weren't paying attention? Well, I guess I can see how you'd be lost in thought right now. Anyway, we need to talk about how to get out of this situation.
Futaba's monitoring of Akechi's phone has confirmed it. He did indeed have an ulterior motive.
Okay then.
It's on a completely different level than just that.
Not only was he trying to frame us, but he was the true culprit behind the mental shutdowns. His offer to assist us was simply a ploy to frame the Phantom Thieves and kill him. If we go into Sis's palace as he suggests, we'll likely be met by a large ambush of police forces.
Good call, Makoto. That's why you do the big picture stuff.
I know now what it means to feel a chill down my spine. Furthermore, he wishes to bring a police squad.
Shut up, Yusuke. You got demoted.
If the 8 of us can enter at once, it's not inconceivable to think a larger group is possible. He may even be able to bring in vehicles or other special pieces of equipment.
So, this really was just a setup to shift the blame onto us.
Correct,
He
Dawn.
made us go after Okumura. Then once we triggered the change of heart, he killed him. And he told us he had seen the true culprit,
But it was him the entire time!
Hey, you figured it out, Haru.
The whole time he was working with Makoto's sister, he was really just some homicidal maniac. Come on, we gotta take that bastard Akechi down. Isn't that recording we got?
Hey, guess what, Ryuji? You're not ranked behind Akechi anymore.
Akechi is merely a tool. His orders come from elsewhere. The grand mastermind behind this all. An unimaginable fiend.
Mostly because we kicked him off the team.
Suspect inside of a police station.
Unless we find out who that is, we will continue being targeted even if we defeat Akechi.
But what means do we have of learning his identity?
We'll have to make Akechi say it. Though once we do, that mastermind will likely eliminate us.
I think that will be the case eventually, regardless of whether or not we learn his identity. The only reason it hasn't happened yet is because we're an easy target to blame for his crimes. If he realizes that's no longer possible and abandons that plan, he may opt to kill us immediately.
Damn it. So we don't got a choice but to go with that bastard's suggestion.
Well, you don't have a choice anyway. Well, you didn't at the
He'll
time.
get arrested, and then Akechi will kill him.
Palace. The palace.
Actually, there's something I'd like to say regarding...
Aha! We can use the palace to our advantage!
What's this all of a sudden?
There's a way. A way to
Number
get
5,
to
don't
Akechi
ever
and
interrupt
get the
1A.
mastermind to lay off of us, all while learning his identity.
Really?
You gotta be kidding me.
If he wants to kill the guy, why not let him? That is, inside of a palace.
Yes, we could have him kill the cognitive version, all the while believing he killed the real one.
Yeah, that's it!
Hey!
It seems that's our only option. Listen close,
On,
everyone.
why didn't you come up with that
I have a plan for how we can carry this operation out.
Ever since the death of their teenage leader, the Phantom Thieves have fallen silent. However, the police intend on continuing this investigation until the case is fully solved.
What the fuck costs $8 in here?
I'm sorry I'm late. I had to finish a few things at work. Where are they?
I had to finish a few things at work.
Go tell him to come on down. I'm gonna fetch him.
You're her sister, correct?
Makoto told me everything. Futaba-chan, I'm sorry that I caused you so much trouble this past summer.
It's ancient history now.
Ancient history like that
Man,
pyramid.
that goddamn
Ayo.
detective.
Hey,
Look who's
don't
here.
swear around Sai. Don't touch me.
Hey, you big bastard.
How have you been?
That's Ryuji. I've been ghostly.
You're not floating.
It truly is
When
a
you're down
relief
here
to
with
see
me,
your
you'll
face.
float too.
I bet that moron Akechi don't even know we tricked him yet.
Still, how'd you pull this off? Isn't this guy considered dead?
You weren't told anything? I heard my sister brought him here, though.
Yeah, she came over in a taxi, dumped him off, and told me to keep him safe. It was right after they announced he had died, too. Almost gave me a heart attack.
I didn't have time to explain.
Hey, shouldn't we tell boss what really happened?
We wanted to make our enemy believe the leader of the Phantom Thieves was dead.
What?
Yeah, we faked to
What we
death.
did was
It was
make that
awesome.
enemy kill his fake in the metaverse.
Hold on a sec. Enemy? Fake? What are you talking about?
The true culprit behind all these incidents set us up. Our goal here was to determine their identity.
True culprit? I see. So you guys were going up against someone else.
It was Goro Akechi. You knew beforehand that he was the traitor, didn't you?
Yep.
Akechi himself gave us the chance to strike back. He made one fatal mistake.
Couldn't you have just said from the beginning that Akechi was the real culprit? That wasn't something we could simply bring up. We couldn't have you suspect Akechi. Besides, neither you nor the other investigators would have believed something like that, would you? True. Akechi was credited with the arrest of the Phantom Thieves. Not even I would think he was the culprit. In other words, you left him alone on purpose. That was a bold move.
God, I can't keep up with any of this stuff.
Go make some fucking coffee, Sojiro. God damn it.
Wait, so what was this mistake Akechi made? What did he do?
He slipped up in regards to Morgana's voice.
You mean a cat?
Yes, Morgana can talk.
Sorry. Was that supposed to be a joke?
Oh, our apologies. That's completely true.
Yeah, Morgana can
He's
talk.
Surprised?
Does that mean he said something just now as well?
But you don't understand him, do you? That's how it was for all of us.
Alright, here's my fucking problem with this. So, Akechi had never heard Morgana talk until he was in the in the metaverse, which obviously he heard him talk at the studio.
When we talked to Akechi at the school festival,
So that means he had been in the metaverse before. That's why he could hear Morgana. So fucking Sai was also in the metaverse. How come she can't hear Morgana? It's a fucking plot hole. Sai should be able to understand Morgana perfectly because she's been in the metaverse, based on the rules that they established.
Mona was the only one who was talking about a pancake. That meant Akechi'd already
See?
been in the metaverse by then.
See? Dummy just said it.
Lying to us about that, we assumed he had a hidden motive behind contacting us.
So Sai should understand him just fine.
His reaction to my
Talk to the
pancake
cat,
comment
Sai.
was an honest one after all. That said, we weren't so naive to overlook something like that. That's why we asked Futaba-chan to wiretap his phone. I pretended to be interested in checking the phone.
Akechi
but I was
never
actually
heard
planting
Morgana
my
before the TV studio, and he understood him because he's been in the metaverse. Sai's been in the metaverse. She should understand Morgana. That simple. Thank you. Fucking plot hole.
That was just an act. After a few days of listening, this confirmed his betrayal.
Then I'll guide the police into her palace and have them catch the Phantom Thieves in the act. That would be the only way to arrest them, given their methods. I'll deal with them after that. Let me see. We could say he stole the guard's gun and committed suicide during his imprisonment. How about that? Public security questioning will occur on the first day. And with that room, my task will be simple.
Is this for real?
Yes, the guard will be one of ours. We'll have to eliminate him after to destroy the evidence, though.
So they plan to get rid of that guard from the beginning.
Well then, I will make the arrangements the day after the arrest. And thus, the dangerous criminal responsible for the mass mental shutdowns shall end his own life. When he does, you will become a great hero who saved Japan from evil. As will I, of course.
I knew he was acting strangely, but to think he was this far gone.
You want to talk, lady.
He's no ace detective. Akechi is the perpetrator behind the mental shutdown crimes.
On top of that, there's someone
Ace
else commanding
detective.
Akechi. Someone
Dojima.
with authority. So great that they can order an assassination in a police station. That's why we had to make a move before they did.
I see.
We baited Akechi into Sis's palace, making him dispose of our leader's fake, but think he killed him.
Can you elaborate on that in more detail? What exactly happened in my cognitive world?
I don't know, you were there.
Using you without your permission. Your palace
Why
had
can't
all
you
the
understand
conditions
our
we
cat?
needed.
What conditions?
First, we required a place inside the cognitive world that was the same as in reality.
Is she just pretending that she can't understand
That place
him?
is based on the real world after all. Anywhere that's not warped looks just like normal.
That's why nobody but the person who uses the nav even realizes they're in the metaverse.
Back with Kamoshida, we came in from the station without even noticing.
Not till we got to school.
You totally can't tell the difference if there ain't any distortions around.
We had already investigated Nijima-san's palace when Makoto brought the suggestion to us.
I was seriously impressed by that suggestion.
Well,
To be
that's why
honest,
she's
I
ranked
didn't quite
1A.
understand it, but I went along with it.
It was a great idea. I gotta kiss her
It's
ass.
good
I'm
we
sorry
have
I
her heading
have
up our
to.
operations.
Makoto is normally so calm as well, but once her mind is set, she gets oddly impulsive.
I did have a bit of a rivalry forming with
Okay,
Akechi.
you
I
didn't
just
though.
couldn't contain myself anymore once you became a target, sis. The reason I joined the Phantom Thieves was to heal your heart, after all.
My own achievements were all that mattered to me. I was
Look, we changed her heart. We did it, guys. Mission
I wasn't myself
successful.
at all. I'm sorry I couldn't see that.
Celebration party.
That goes for the
We ain't
both
had to steal her fucking treasure.
We heard from Mako-chan that you were going to do the interrogation, Nijima-san.
And regarding its location, I take it you used the data from my laptop?
I'm sorry.
Go on.
There were two things we were able to confirm while we were checking the metaverse. First, our clothes didn't change when we were down in the interrogation room. Second, the scenery and details outside of the palace proper were the same as in the real world.
Once we heard that from Makoto, we secretly went to check it out without Akechi knowing.
There was also one more thing we absolutely needed to make this work. A perfect cognitive replica of him in the metaverse's interrogation room.
Since he had yet to be caught, though, there obviously wouldn't be anyone in that room.
Once we saw the casino guests and police officers, we were convinced this would work. They looked no different from actual living people.
After that, we just had to work our way into the palace like usual, while keeping Akechi in the dark.
You get to haul coins around for him like a jackass.
Everything went as planned up until we defeated Sis's shadow. However, it was then that we were met with a terrifying, unexpected police ambush. As a result, even though we managed to grab the treasure, we couldn't get it out of the metaverse. Except that was all an act. We had prepared an empty briefcase beforehand, and merely acted like we were taking the treasure. This was because we knew the police would be coming for us.
We made sure before the operation that the police would be waiting to ambush us. And just as expected, he totally took the bait.
Because he's a dumb idiot. You know who wouldn't have fell for that? Naoto.
Him getting captured by the police went exactly how we planned it.
And I had been interrogating him with no knowledge of this. But how did you lure Akechi into this cognitive world's interrogation room?
All I needed were the coordinates.
Akechi disposed of the fake in the palace and left thinking he had been victorious. It must have been truly hilarious for our leader who sat idly in the real world's interrogation room. Surely he was acting quite cocky by himself in that quiet chamber.
So that's why you gave me your phone. I only took it because of what you told me.
Ah, it's a shame I didn't have the opportunity to see that for myself.
I couldn't see it either, stupid.
All I could do was try to handle all the messages that started coming to me on his phone. Huh. So in other words, I've been to the metaverse, albeit for a brief moment.
And yet you can't
In our
understand the cat.
experience, there is little danger when someone enters their own palace
Because
for so
fucking
short a
plot
time.
holes.
That's the other reason we had him give it to you. We needed you to listen to Alibaba, deceive the guard, and ultimately aid in his escape. By having you head back to the interrogation room, we could return you to the real world as well.
I mean, I had to think of some way to keep you from running into Akechi mid-assassination.
Huh. Astounding. I hadn't the slightest idea that such a grand operation was taking place within me.
I'm so glad he was able to persuade you during the interrogation. Even though we knew Akechi's plan, we were pretty worried about that part.
Nah.
True.
Me and Sai, we're tight.
Why is that?
Without Sis on our side, Futaba's plan and subsequent breakout would have never been possible. That persuasion was easily our greatest gamble. We couldn't consult Sis beforehand.
What about when
It
we
was
did the
absolutely
slot
the
machine?
make or break moment of the entire plan.
That was a pretty big gamble.
Still, I'm surprised you could convince
And then
me
I had
in
to
such
fight
a
all
short
those
time.
monsters.
Were you
We
confident
went
you
through a
could do it?
maze. Drugs.
Understandable. Either way, I can't believe you went for such a risky idea.
If we could just tell you the true culprit's plan, I knew you'd realize the bigger picture.
'Cause she's a
Realize that our
smart
leader was
cookie.
telling the truth, and that there was a greater evil to pursue.
As a result, we emerged victorious.
Then the reason you kept this a secret from me was so you could catch the true culprit, correct?
Yes. Plus, you had lost control of yourself at the time.
This is stunning.
Maybe you should
All I can really
apologize
do
to
is
your
laugh.
sister for being such a B
I've
word
kind
to
of
her.
figured out that you guys made Akechi kill a fake. But what did you do about the body?
The police never even checked it.
Huh?
They had a coroner working to ensure his death was reported as a suicide. That coroner didn't take one look at the scene and just passed along a falsified death certificate.
The bad guys have that much influence?
Murder in a police station would be reckless otherwise. We also knew of a possible conspirator.
Thanks to Futaba-chan's messages and the guard's demeanor, I eventually came to understand. And since the higher-ups at the police knew nothing of this, they were thrown into disarray. As a result, his suicide during imprisonment was reported on the news, just as Akechi planned.
And with that confusion, he was able to escape with Nijima-san's help.
I made sure nobody would
Let's
check
all
the morgue for his
explain
body,
this.
and thanks to that, nobody knows he survived.
Thinking back to the interrogation, though, I can't believe what they did to him. The callous use of violence and even drugs is utterly abnormal.
Nah, that's fine.
If he had lost consciousness and hadn't been able to tell Sis about the phone, he would have died. I'm truly glad you made it back safe.
It was a breeze.
How tough are you?
What, you impressed,
It so
Sai?
freaked me out when I saw the suicide on the news, though.
We made sure to live normal lives while he was being interrogated.
Because, you know, I think I'm ready to be called up from the old AAA here to the big leagues.
in my heart.
Well, I knew right away that her plan worked out.
I wanted to believe, but considering what we were up against.
Ryuji's a bit on the dense and carefree side.
Can it, cat?
He is not a cat.
Be patient and avoid this place until things settle down. I finally feel relieved.
We knew he was alive, but it was difficult to not worry until we could confirm it in person.
His name is
Now that I
Mr.
think
Kitty.
about it, my interrogation was just a formality for the head commander. What a joke, letting me interrogate someone who was meant to die. They just wanted to avoid backlash. Very well. From here forward, I will do my utmost to assist you.
Hey,
You
alright.
saved
She's a
me,
phantom
after all.
thief. Ryuji, guess what?
That's reassuring
You're
to
still
hear.
ranked 35th, but Sai's ahead of you.
Whatever I can to help too.
And so is
Just let me know.
Sojuro.
Let's take a break for now, though. This old brain is pooped. Oh, and feel free to use the first floor when you guys want to get together and talk. You'll need a hideout where you can be safe. Just say the word.
Why can't we
and
just
I'll
go
close shop
upstairs?
early.
Are you sure?
This guy can't leave. Plus, you won't make much progress if people can hear you from downstairs. It's not like this place is the liveliest joint in town. It won't be a huge loss for me.
Good thing we don't meet that often.
Let us accept his offer. What a great man.
Well, if you love him so much, Yusuke, why don't you fucking marry him? Alright, here's Baldy McGee.
That sounds familiar.
Remember you diddled that lady, and then I came to stop you. And then you had me arrested.
That's the death certificate of the principal offender, correct? Is there a problem with it?
No, nothing in particular. More importantly, you've done well with regard to the prosecutors.
The cause of death for the SIU director has been settled as a stroke.
I had him work quite substantially on forging evidence. His loss should be mourned.
It was thanks to his efforts that I could enter the Phantom Thieves' interrogation room, too.
The SIU is in disarray.
And then you
with
killed
his
him.
death.
What a dick.
I'll take my time choosing a successor after the elections.
At any rate, I'm now praised
Choose a
as a
catchy.
hero, and I owe it all to the Phantom Thieves.
All possible hindrances are now gone. There's no doubt that this election is mine.
You don't even wear a tie.
And on to our next story, the snap election for the House of Representatives. Discussion is swirling around potential nominees as the deadline for candidacy announcement nears. Candidates will announce on the 23rd of this month, while voting will be held on the 18th of next.
Elections, huh? Don't matter to us. It's not like we can vote in them yet anyways.
Why don't we resume our conversation?
Yeah. Quit being dumb.
Well, the Phantom Thieves are back together. We can finally take it to Akechi and the bastard backing him.
Watch your mouth in front of Sai. She doesn't want to hear it.
Akechi accidentally let that slip after the murder.
She's
He
an
said,
angel.
Shido-san.
Shido? Feels like I've heard that somewhere.
He is unmistakably a man of power if he has such strong connections to the police.
Shido? Could it be Masayoshi Shido?
Who? I believe he's a politician. Remember, Ryuji? You said his speech was too loud.
He's one to fucking talk.
For real?
Hey, you got one right,
Certainly
Ryuji.
possible that Shido is the mastermind.
Do you have some kind of evidence?
Nothing material.
You believe in
However,
miracles?
there are various
Yes.
conditions which align with that possibility. First, he would profit from damage done to the current administration by the psychotic breakdowns. He's maintained a negative stance toward the Phantom Thieves and has gained tremendous popularity. On top of that, he'll most likely become the next Prime Minister if he wins this upcoming election.
No!
Did he set us up with that election in mind?
If he is behind all this, that would be in stark opposition to his honest public image.
So his current position and popularity is just him benefiting from the mental collapses.
Bingo.
We'll make him have a change of heart, no matter what it takes. Mom.
Shido, huh?
What is the matter?
I had a feeling he was wrapped up in all this, just based on the connections I had from my previous job. I think the one who crushed Wakaba's research and confiscated her materials was probably Shido. From the moment Wakaba died, I had a hunch he was involved. But there wasn't anything I could do, so I chose to protect Futaba and went into hiding.
Good call.
Why didn't you say that sooner?
You guys would have definitely gone after him if I had. He would have just killed all of you, no doubt. That's what he usually does to people who get in his way.
Originally, I was looking into the mental shutdown cases. It was then that I accidentally stumbled upon government research regarding the psychotic breakdowns. So I tracked down the whereabouts of that research data and met with the associated parties. Boss was one of those parties. I would never have imagined all of this was connected. The mental shutdowns, psychotic breakdowns, Shido, and even the Phantom Thieves' actions.
We're all connected.
Back when Shido kept saying he was going to be Prime Minister one day. Nobody believed him, though.
What's going to happen to this country if Shido becomes Prime Minister? What about the world?
World War III, baby. Japan's
The issue
revenge.
is simpler than that. This is nothing more than yet another selfish adult trying to impose his will on the public.
We gotta expose that rotten bastard!
Yeah.
What did I tell you
do it
about
like
the
always.
language?
Then let's check the nav.
Masayoshi Shido, the guy running for Prime Minister. Got a hit! Well, duh. Ain't a surprise he has one.
Correct.
Where would the location be?
What kind of things go through a politician's head?
I always think of dirty money and shady actions.
What does he do? And where? We don't got a clue about this guy's life.
His palace
I
must
don't
be
know,
somewhere
maybe
that
use
politicians
Wikipedia.
frequent. Any ideas?
The Diet Building?
We got a hit!
How arrogant must he be to see himself as the ruler of the Diet Building?
Our next target's the big shot politician Masayoshi Shido. We're gonna do this, right?
Yeah.
Hell yeah! Nobody against it?
Of course.
He will be a worthy opponent.
Why is 35 having us take a vote? He doesn't have that kind of power.
Then it's unanimous.
All we gotta do now is figure out what he thinks that Diet Building place is.
So that's the app that allowed me to enter the metaverse.
Correct.
An old fart like me can't wrap his head around all this.
Which is why you should be able to understand the fucking
We'll have
cat.
to deal with this before election
Hey,
day,
that's my
December
birthday.
18th. That means we need it done by the 17th.
It's best we hurry before they discover there's no body in the morgue.
Should we start tomorrow then? We can meet at the Diet Building after school.
That reminds me, what are you gonna do about school? You can't show up if you're supposed to be dead.
Good, I don't have to
Ms.
go.
Kawakami said he went back home for family reasons.
This Kawakami probably wants to come over.
Don't let him find out you're alive then, alright? This whole thing would be for nothing.
What do you mean?
This operation had another purpose outside of escaping Akechi's clutches. Shido tried to place all the blame on the Phantom Thieves and deceive the public at the same time. He has ruined countless lives, and even made Goro Akechi, a student, assist him with assassinations. A mere change of heart is too lenient a sentence for such an abominable criminal.
We'll be making use of the police statement that the leader of the Phantom Thieves committed suicide. Our leader, who is presumed dead, will come out of hiding to deliver a grand statement. He'll say he has escaped prison, not committed suicide, and was in fact almost killed by a criminal.
Everyone's gonna flip.
You guys thought through all this stuff too?
Yeah,
Intellectuals,
we
you know.
did.
That's why you needed such a daring trick as getting captured and appearing to be killed. What frightening teenagers.
And don't you fucking forget it.
But the true battle.
I know exactly where your treasure is,
We won
lady.
the first round, but we must stay on our toes.
Yeah, this ain't the time to be celebrating.
These people tried to trap and kill us. There is no end to their inhuman, conniving nature. We will need to be prepared for whatever may come our way.
I finally made it this far. It's already been 2.5 years since we met.
Oh, happy anniversary, guys.
Then, you earned the media's attention as a young politician who could rise up against bureaucracy. Because of that, those who wanted to preemptively deal with problems tried to tie you up in scandal.
To think I would fall for the ruse schemed by those decrepit fools in power. I recall that's when you came to me. You promoted yourself saying you had special powers. If it wasn't for the research on cognition that I dabbled in, I would have thought you insane.
I made those troublesome opponents psychotic, and erased any trace of that scandal.
Who'd think that tampering with a person's heart could trigger a psychotic lapse or mental shutdown? And when someone like that said he'd support me, I had suspected there'd be an ulterior motive.
Oh, there is.
Because I sympathized with your aspiring ideology. I believed that your ideals needed to be achieved for the sake of the country's future.
Well, my faith in you was precisely why I pulled the plug on
Akechi, you fucking Dennis Reynolds sociopath motherfucker.
It'd be troublesome if someone else uncovered how it works.
Wakaba Ishiki, was it? That researcher. She wouldn't have had to die if she just complied.
Any suspicions should be snubbed out. Even the smallest doubt must be severed at the root. After all, we had an active public prosecutor's office director on our side until recently.
Astounding, isn't it? To think the director himself often forged evidence to secure his promotion. He was quite surprised when you confronted him about it. He didn't know who leaked that information. Well, I got that out of his shadow, so technically speaking, he did it himself.
This country's affairs have become stagnant. The political world is filled with old men who only act to preserve their own vested interests.
Well, duh.
The public has forsaken such political affairs and don't even bother. Only ruin awaits us.
I must agree.
Ruin, you
There's no
say?
need to be ruined along with with such incompetent fools. I will lead this country to its revival. Those who get in the way must be eliminated at times. That's the correct way to use the metaverse.
Still, it would stand out if there were continuous deaths.
Can we
and
go to the
scandals
TV
with your
world
political rivals,
still?
Which is why I made them suspects. Prosecute the targets that I turn psychotic, and solve them as cases unrelated to you. And thus, the charismatic ace detective.
You ripped off Nalpo. Get out of
Thanks to your
here.
efforts, my clean image remains untarnished, and I've monopolized public opinion. Once I gained public sentiment, collaborators from all sectors began approaching me on their own. The police were no exception. With their management in my pocket, keeping them in check was easy.
When the Phantom Thieves emerged, I thought things might become somewhat troublesome.
And they were just brats once we looked into it. All we needed to do was lay the blame on them.
When you told me that, I knew then that you were the better man.
Their popularity was a bit beyond my expectations, but flipping it made the negative press stronger. After that, all I had to do was openly berate them. I've been gaining more supporters since. The current administration is dead with ongoing scandals. Never mind the fact that they're mine.
I'm glad that we get the bad
Even the
guy
government
explanation
parties have
too.
begun splitting up, and they're dissolving just as planned. The time has finally come. Just a little more, and I will take the seat of Prime Minister. However, inauguration isn't my goal. That's when everything
Easy
truly
there,
begins.
Trumpy.
I'll make this country rich for the sake of its selfish and ignorant masses who can only rely on others.
In other words, you're creating a powerful country that can compete with the world.
The public resonates with my ideals and follows me. And for that, some sacrifices can't be avoided. That is my duty as the chosen one.
The chosen one.
Your assistance has been
You were
very
supposed to be the
influential in
chosen
making my
one.
plans proceed smoothly. When I become Prime Minister, I'll grant whatever wish you want.
With this most recent case, my name has become known across the country, perhaps even the world. Surely my story will be passed down as a hero who won against monsters that could control people's hearts. I believe I'll lay low and devote myself to my studies.
I suppose with your age, you wouldn't come up with debauched desires.
Oh, you'd be
I am
surprised.
thinking about the future, though.
Well, how do I put this?
Alright, everyone get out of my room. Morgana, out.
Well then.
I'm gonna head back then.
You and Futaba can get out.
Guess you won't be going to school for a while.
Good.
Don't worry about it. This'll be a breeze compared to what we've had to face so far. And we'll have all the time to come up with the plans together. To be perfectly honest, I don't really care what happens to Shido, one way or the other. But when I consider the fact that he's your enemy, I naturally think he's my enemy as well.
Okay, kitty
I'm going
cat.
to stay with you until the very end. Well then, we should get to sleep.
Well then, you should go the
You know,
fuck to sleep.
Something that Futaba said before, when you were in a pinch in the palace, she picked up a reading of someone who came to your rescue. Was that...
It wasn't
So
Kazumi.
It was Yoshizawa.
It was
Then you better
Yoshizawa.
let her know you're safe now. And I'll even lend you a hand with that.
Hello?
there's no point in even having an election. Shido's gonna win.
Of course, he's the only reliable politician there is. Plus, the current government has been getting wrapped up in scandal after scandal. Even more importantly, there's just an aura about him. Like he can fix whatever problems we have.
Honestly, it doesn't really matter to me who does it. I just want to see our society back on track. Especially after it turned out those phantom thieves were nothing more than scum in the end.
We'll show you.
Cut that out!
Sorry about that. No problems here, Mishima. So let's see. That was just some family business. All right. Don't ask fucking Ryuji stuff. He's a dumbass.
Hey.
Okay.
Thanks, Chief. Dang. Yeah, okay, Ryuji, but you're the slowest fucking person in Strikers.
Alright, let's head to the Diet Building. Make sure you aren't discovered, okay?
You going out?
See you later.
You're kidding me. You realize you're done for if you get caught, right? Ugh. The stunts, you just don't stay out too late.
Shut up. It'll be fine.
Akechi isn't here.
Let's begin at once. Police cars are making rounds, so we can't stay here too long. We already have Masayoshi Shido and Diet Building. All we need is what he thinks of this place.
Maybe Mount Fuji, since it's the highest place.
It's not a mountain, Ryuji. Dumb
What about
shit.
a mansion?
Since he's going to subjugate everyone as Prime Minister...
What about an arena?
Imperial Palace? It's no good. I thought we would have gained entry by now. Maybe we shouldn't have...
Hey, you think he's guarding his whole palace with a... Shido stole the cognitive science research, right? Well, maybe it had some special move written in it.
Is that even possible?
No.
Who knows? I've got no idea. There was nothing like that in the notes I saw.
Anyways, what kind of person is Shido? I can't figure him out.
I did some light research on him last night, but I couldn't get a grasp on the type of man he is.
Guys, Wikipedia.
That man over there is probably a legislator, right? I'll try asking him.
Go flirt with him, on. Use your sexy skills.
Excuse me. I'm a member of the newspaper club at my high school. May I speak with you for a moment?
Sure.
What kind of person is Representative Shido? What's he think about the national diet?
His stance is dedication for country. It's how he's garnered everyone's trust. He's an admirable man of action, with a first-class determination. I'd say he's a model politician.
Well, thanks,
I
mister.
believe that he'll help create a wonderful future in which young adults like you can live in ease.
He was not interested in you, on. Maybe we should have sent Yusuke or something.
It makes sense he wouldn't tell teenagers anything unnecessary.
Look over there. He's on a walkie-talkie.
My refrigerator's making a lot of noises today.
That doesn't look good.
We should leave at once. Tomorrow's the day off, so let's have an early strategy meeting. Meet at LeBlanc, okay? We should all think about this tonight.
It's ship. guys.
The criminals calling themselves the Phantom Thieves are no more. However, I believe that this country's citizens are still living their days in anxiety. These scandals only increase our distrust of the current government. As a citizen myself, I am enraged.
Look who's talking.
Hey, you just calm yourself
What does it
down.
mean to be a politician with responsibility? Working toward personal gain without consideration of the country is outrageous.
The election's public notification is tomorrow. But no matter where I go, people are cheering for Shido.
Everyone's being deceived so easily.
Yep, he's an old Trumpy. Fake news? What?
In order to save this country that has been tainted by villains, social reform is essential.
Shut up, Futaba. You realize it's like winter, right? Yeah, well, I'm gonna go ahead and just call that a stream today. Other things on the old mind, so